Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi guys, my name is Firdausya Salsabila. Today I'm going to introduce you to modal verbs. I'm going to tell you the rules, how to use them, when to use them. Do note that there are a lot of different situations in which you need to use different modal verbs, and it will be impossible for me to go through them. Also, this is an introduction, and hopefully you will leave the lesson feeling a lot more comfortable when using modal verbs. Okay, let's get started. So firstly, what are modal verbs? Well, they are part of a larger category called auxiliary verbs, and these are verbs that add meaning to another verb. Now, modal verbs are special because they follow a strict set of rules and they are used in a very specific way. Next, I'm going to talk about the 9 modal verbs today. Don't get them confused with the semi-modals that only follow some of the modal verb rules. Now, if I ask you right now to tell me the 9 modal verbs, would you be able to tell me them? If you can, that's great. But for those who can't, I've got a really easy way of remembering them. We have got 3 M's, 2 W's, 2 C's, and 2 S's. So when you write them out in a pattern, it's much easier to remember them all. So we have got the 3 M's, we have got must, might, and me. We have then got the 2 W's, will and would. We then got the 2 C's, can and could. And then the 2 S's, shall and should. Now, the majority of these modal verbs express different meaning depending on the context. So, you really have to understand the sentence or question as a whole. I'm going to help you with this today. Later on in the video, we can talk about the different meanings that each modal verb can express. But firstly, we need to go through the rules. What can you do with them? What cannot you do with them? Without these rules, you are going to find it very difficult to use them. But the good news is that all of these rules apply to the 9 modal verbs that we are looking at in this lesson. So, rule number 1, infinitives come after modal verbs but without to. Okay? So, we are saying I might eat pizza or I can play football. Rule number 2, modal verbs take no s in the third person singular. For example, she must live or it might happen. Rule number 3, modal verbs do not change their form according to sense. So, they have got no past form and they have got no future form. It just stays the same. So, the easy way of remembering it is modal verbs don't change, they stay exactly as they are. So, rule number 4, we use modal verbs in negative sentences like we do with other auxiliary verbs, I without the word do. So, the way we use modal verbs in negative sentences is subject, modal verb, not, and verb. Let's look at some example. You must not eat my food. You must not eat my food. Or I cannot speak English. I cannot speak English. Now the last rules we have look at number 4 with interrogative phrases. Modal verbs are used like other auxiliary verbs. Modal verbs, subject, verb. Some example, can you help me? Or will you let him? So, those are the rules. Now let's have a look at the modal verbs and how and when we can use them. So, here we go. The first type, there is ability. And modal verbs, they are can, could. For example, she can read Spanish language. Or, could you open the door please? The second type, there is permission. Modal verbs, they are can, could, and may. For example, can I sit in the chair please? Or could I open the window? Or may I borrow your book? The third type, there is advice. And modal verb, there is should. For example, you should try to lose weight. Next, the fourth type, that is obligation. Modal verbs, they are must and have to. For example, I must memorize all of these rules about dancing. Or you have to take off your shoes before into the max. Okay, the last type, there is possibility. And modal verbs, there are might, may, could, and can. For example, it looks nice, but it might be very expensive. Or Richard may be coming to see us tomorrow. Okay, so that was my very condensed video on modal verbs. Thank you, and I'm sorry if I have many mistakes. And last I say, see you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.